All right, so for today's AP Statistics class, what I need you guys to do is we're going to do the Chapter 1. You're going to do the multiple choice review Part 2. That will start at question number 12. So you left off at question number 11 last week. You'll pick back up with question number 12 and continue through the end of that review. And then the second part is to look at a free response question. So this free response question happens to come from the 2019 AP Statistics exam. And you'll see throughout the course that we'll go through some practice exam questions so that you'll be prepared when you take the exam at the end of the year. So in this 2019 free response question says the sizes in square feet of the 20 rooms in a student residence hall at a certain university are summarized in the following histogram. And so you look at the bottom and you see room size in square feet, and it goes from 100 all the way to 350. And then you see number of rooms, how many rooms there are. So A says, based on the histogram, write a few sentences describing the distribution of room size in the residence hall. So what does that distribution look like? What do you notice about it? So remember, when you describe a distribution, you're wanting to think about the shape, outliers, center, and spread. So how spread out is it? Shape, outliers, center, spread only. And again, in A, that is based on the histogram. So you're looking just at the graph. What do you notice about the shape, outliers, center, spread? In B, it gives you summary statistics. So it gives you the mean and the standard deviation. And then it also gives you the 5-number summary. So the minimum, Q1, median, Q3, and the maximum. And what you need to do with that is to, first of all, determine whether there are potential outliers in the data. So you want to use your formula. Remember, that is 1.5 times the IQR. So 1.5 times Q3 minus Q1. You take that number and you'll add it to Q3. That would give you your upper fence, where if a number is bigger than that, it will be an outlier. You take that same number that you got from 1.5 times IQR, subtract it from Q1, and that would be your lower fence, and any number less than that would be an outlier. And then you want to plot your box plot on this number line, on this graph. So you want to put your 5-number summary on there. Remember, if there is an outlier, you make it a star, and then you go to the next biggest number or the next smallest number, depending on if it's a low or high outlier, to draw your box plot. So you can look back at the notes on there if you have any question. Once you've drawn the box plot, part C says, what characteristic of the shape of the distribution is apparent from the histogram but not from the box plot? So what can you see about the shape that in the histogram that you cannot see in the box plot? So that's a question where you're comparing two different graphs. And that is the 2019 free response question number 1. So you want to complete. So today you want to complete all the multiple choice questions. You want to do the 2019 free response question number 1, submit those, and that will be your work for today. All right, thanks.